big Windy City showdown as the San Francisco 49ers meet the Chicago Bears on ABC's Monday Night Football. Welcome to Soldier Field in Chicago. Sold out, of course. It's a beautiful fall evening here in Chicago. Temperature near 40 degrees. A beautiful harvest moon that helps accentuate the familiar skyline of the city of Chicago on Lake Michigan. And a classical NFL matchup coming your way. We're delighted you're with us for what we think could be one of the best games of our schedule this season. The San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears.
Dan Theodore, 41-0 was the score last year. 49ers won it, but Chicago was minus a very key ingredient, number 9, Jim McMahon, last year.
And Al, you're right about Jim McMahon as a key ingredient because you cannot disregard the statistic, and it is simply this. The Chicago Bears have won 31 out of their last 33 regular season games that Jim McMahon has been their quarterback. I think it's really ironic at 1988, the year that the quarterback has been getting knocked out for the first time in any of his NFL seasons. McMahon tonight makes his 8th consecutive start, something new for number 9.
And so McMahon, for the first time in his career, making 8 consecutive starts at the beginning of a season. At the 31-yard line, and behind him, Neil Anderson and Matt Suhey coming back after he was sparingly used last year. McKinnon and Gentry are the wideouts, and the veteran Emery Moorhead is the tight end. Colbert is still on injured reserve. So Wojciechowski is the left tackle. Borch, Hilgenberg, Thayer, and Van Horn. From the 30-yard line, they start with a double tight end set, and McMahon goes right to the air, and he hits Neil Anderson coming out of the backfield. Not only is Anderson the main man on the ground, but he is also tied for the team lead in pass receptions. They use him much as the 49ers use Roger Craig to run and also to catch the ball. 2nd down and 5 from the 35-yard line. Anderson out to the 39-yard line, and Anderson, of course, seeing a lot more action this year after the retirement of Walter Payton. Though people forget he did lead this team in rushing last year. 3rd down and a long yard from the 39-yard line. Opening series for the Bears. They send Suhey in motion. Fake to Anderson, and the throw for a first down to Gentry, who's tackled by McKyer short of the 50-yard line. First down at the 48.
And that shows the confidence of both McMahon and Mike Ditka in Dennis Gentry. They think to me probably would be an excellent running back. They moved him out to the flanker spot, and on a 3rd and critical down in his first drive, they go right to him, and there you see McKyer right up in his face now. Gentry will drive it upfield, comes back into the ball, gets the first down, but again showing a lot of confidence in Dennis Gentry.
3rd down and 10 as the 49ers show blitz with 4 down linemen, and the Bears with McKinnon in motion out of the shotgun. Flags go down as McMahon steps up, and McMahon running into 49ers territory looking for the first down and out of bounds at the 42-yard line. He has the first down. Anderson led the way with a block on Ronnie Lott, but we'll see about the penalty. 2nd and 10 at the 49er 42. No score early in the first quarter. McMahon throws over the middle, and the catch is made at the 36-yard line by Suhey. They're about 5 yards shy of the first down. 3rd and 5 upcoming with 10:35 to play in the first quarter. And there's the offensive line anchored by the man in the middle, the longtime guard, now center, Randy Cross. And Montana goes right to the air on first down from the 12, and he hits Roger Craig, and what else is new? Roger Craig with 43 catches now up front. Bears and McMichael and Hampton in particular have been outstanding, especially of late. Singletary, as usual, doing a stellar job in the middle. They start Mickey Pruitt, a rookie, at one outside spot, and David Tate, a rookie, starts at free safety. Craig on a reverse to Jerry Rice. Rice looking for a block from Montana and has to go out of bounds at the 24-yard line. Run out there by Mickey Pruitt.
And a big-time play by Mickey Pruitt. A rookie free agent linebacker is the guy who read that reverse all the way and strung Jerry Rice all the way out to the sidelines. And this guy was a safety in college, went to Colorado, playing outside linebacker against a team like the 49ers that come at you repeatedly with their running backs. The guy only weighs 206 pounds. Really undersized to be playing outside linebacker in this league.
There's Singletary trying to adjust the defense as the snap, and Craig is stopped at the 20, but a penalty at the inception of the play at the 21-yard line. It's Singletary who makes the tackle.
If you look at Mike Singletary, we're going to take a good look at him at halftime. He's a very fascinating man, but Mike Ditka said, we want to stop them from getting outside. They love to get outside. They have an offensive line that's unique, perhaps in the NFL, in that they can pull well, they can trap well, but said we must stop them from getting outside, and they had to be pleased with that one.
Second down and 18. Fake draw. Montana to Craig, and Craig takes it back out to the 20-yard line for a gain of about 6. Mickey Pruitt and Steve McMichael in on the tackle. On 3rd and long, it's Montana. Protected very well. Going deep and open is Rice, who makes the catch. Great move at the 40 and then takes it to the 35-yard line. Great catch by Jerry Rice. And again,
and strange coverage for a safety blitz.
So they convert on 3rd and long, and on 1st down it's Roger Craig trying to get outside, and he never gets there. And down he goes. Hampton makes the tackle. You win a lot of bets if you ask people which team led the league in rushing last year. Everybody seems to be so surprised the 49ers are #1 as far as rushing is concerned. They led the league in rushing last year as well. It's amazing they led the league on the ground. 2nd and 11. The fake to Craig as Montana on a roll to his right, throws near side, and a catch is made inbounds at the 24-yard line by Rice. On 2nd and 10. They take Dent out of the play, and Rice makes the catch, and he's in for the touchdown. Jerry Rice, who caught the 45-yarder, then another 9-yarder for a 1st down, and takes this one in for a touchdown. 3rd down and 11. McMahon out of the shotgun from the 8-yard line. 4-man rush. Going deep and open, Kozlowski, and he makes the catch at the 46-yard line. Glenn Kozlowski, who just came into the game as the extra wide receiver, and a big 1st down. And again, he beats McKyer.
The life of a cornerback we couldn't talk all night and capsulize it any better than these last 2 plays by Tim McKyer. One, a sensational play to knock it away, this time beaten badly on a fly pattern.
But the Bears are going there, and McKyer has had his problems. And Kozlowski, who made this football team as a replacement player a year ago, has another big catch. His first regular season catch was a 50 yards against Minnesota.
Frank, you and I were talking on the way here. This is absolutely perfect weather.
Game time temperature 40, and here's Rathman on 1st down for a gain of 11. The 49er fullback takes it to the 32-yard line. He is stopped there by Mickey Pruitt. 3rd and 7 from the 35-yard line. Craig on a sweep to the outside, broken up by the Bears. And that's why Chicago's #1 in defense, Harris and Richardson, come up despite the 2 pulling guards for the 49ers. 3rd and 16. The last time they were 3rd and long, they hit Kozlowski long. McMahon over the middle, underneath, hits McKinnon. McKinnon out to the 46, but not enough for the 1st down. Ronnie Lott stops him about 2 yards shy, and it will be 4th and 2 at the 46. From the 11-yard line, Brad Muster and Thomas Sanders are the new running back tandem. And this is Sanders for a gain of about 4. And Ditka likes to do this about every 3rd series. He alternates backs. He takes Anderson and Suey out and comes in with Thomas Sanders and Brad Muster, who was their 1st-round draft choice out of Stanford. 3rd and 7 out of the shotgun. And the inside handoff to Anderson, who's back in the game and close to a 1st down and should have it.
Bortz and Thayer run extremely well. Watch Bortz, the 2nd guy in from the right, drop back and get the depth on that pull because he has to get around the block of the back. And look at him get upfield, lead the sweep, and bury one of the 49ers. As a running back, you love those guys. You love a guy that can run.
Sanders and Muster are back in. That's Morris in motion. 1st down from the 23-yard line. And McMahon throws to Morris, who makes the catch at the 29 and is tackled at the 31. Morris, in his 2nd year, they loved him out of SMU, so a lot of action as a rookie. And, of course, the Bears minus several big names, and one of those big names would be Willie Gault.
This young man has really matured. Second-round draft pick, and of course, Gall has gone out to the West Coast and the Raiders, but good move there. Concentration. We saw him the very first night against the Giants a year ago, and we knew we had something special here to watch.
And what's the first thing they told us about Ron Morris?
How he
likes to catch it in the middle.
3rd and 1, Chicago from the 32. 49ers lead 7-0, 9:25 to go in the half. Get it in motion, and they give the ball to Sanders, and he picks up the first down despite losing his helmet. So a second first down on this drive for Chicago.
Well, it's good to look down and find that thing empty when it's laying there.
Second down and 10 from the 35. Sanders. And he's wrapped up by Pierce Holt, number 78, and Jeff Fuller, the strong safety, coming up. Second and 10 from the 20. Over the middle to Craig, and Roger has a first down to the 33-yard line. Craig's carried 3 times for 30 yards. The 49ers have been basically going through the air. Singletary backs off into pass coverage as Montana lost it for Heller, the tight end, and he takes it out to the 41.
Those eyes, oh boy, they're frightening. And he is so intense. But he is the leader emotionally, spiritually, and physically of these Bears.
Second and 2 from the 41-yard line. Pressure is on, and Montana has to eat it at the 26-yard line. McMichael gets the sack.
Well, that's a screen that's set up by the 49ers, and it's read by the Bears, and Joe really has nowhere to go with the football. Going to be a screen pass out to the left side of the 49er formation. Take a look at this. Watch the number of people inside here for the 49ers are going to work down to the line of scrimmage out here. And this is a setup all the way for Montana to dump it. They fake their pass blocks. Now they release down the line of scrimmage. And there's just no way that Joe can deliver that ball. The Bears collapse the pocket, and he has to eat it. What a big loss.
And McMichael having a great year. That's his 7th sack.
Montana sacked at the 13-yard line. Al Harris comes all the way around. Dan Hampton put the pressure on from the inside, and Dent from the other side.
And good coverage downfield. Montana had a quick release man, but he did not even have time to get to him.
The 49ers are taking a calculated risk. They're only going to send 2 receivers into the pattern, and watch Jerry Rice up here get knocked down. Joe Montana really has nowhere to throw the football. They keep everyone else in for protection. You only have 2 guys in the pattern, and one of them's down on the ground. Where the heck is Joe Montana going to go with the football?
Bears at the 49er 37-yard line after the poor punt by Hilton. And McMahon starts by giving the ball to Shuey, who runs into his own man, but turns no gain into a pickup of about 5 to the 33-yard line. He initially had run into Thayer, and Jeff Fuller makes the tackle for San Francisco. Second and 6 from the 33-yard line. For Anderson, he makes the catch, inbounds at the 1.
Oh, and that was threaded in there beautifully. Anderson just coming from the wing position, just kept it on the outside, and McMahon threw it in beautifully.
Not only that, but I think he's working against a defensive back in Jeff Fuller. It's Jeff Fuller who is lined up at the line of scrimmage here, number 49, and you'd think in that situation, defensive back on a running back, that the advantage goes with the defense. But Neil Anderson runs a good route, and give the credit there to Jim McMahon. You could not have thrown that any better.
And I'm sure he was saying, let me try that one more time, Coach.
They send Suey in motion and bring him back the other way, and it's McMahon. He's in for the touchdown. He only needed 2 inches, and he got 3 to the chagrin of the 49ers.
Oh, and they're not, the 49ers aren't buying that at all. Let's take a look at this on the line of scrimmage. Keep in mind, here's the line. It's right here. All right, let's go ahead and run this thing and see where he gets. Yep, the ball crosses the line of scrimmage. Good call by the official.
The famed trade by Wilbur Marshall with the Redskins.
On second and 10, Montana rolling out, throwing, had a man open, but intercepted by Dewerson. to throwing his receiver, and the Bears are back in business again in 49er territory.
Well, all Dave Duerson does is go to the Pro Bowl. Doesn't matter whether it's at free safety, strong safety. Out of Notre Dame, Dave Duerson just reads this perfectly, because from now on, it's nothing but improvisation. Montana's forced out of the pocket and makes a horrible throw, trying to get the ball to Heller, and serves it up on a platter. Just drops it in nicely there for Dave Duerson.
2:34 to go in the half. Chicago has 2 timeouts from the 36-yard line. They begin with Suey on the ground, taking it to the 32-yard line. Stopped by Charles Haley, number 94. Second down and 6 for Chicago. A fake reverse. Anderson inside the 20. Run out of bounds by Fuller at the 19. A first down. Tom Thayer sprung him with a block on the cornerback. He took Tim McKyer right out of the play. 13-yard gain. As he picks up a first down at the 19-yard line. Suey goes in motion. And McMahon gives the ball to Anderson. Anderson takes it to the 10. It'll be second down and 1. Jeff Fuller makes the tackle. And again, the Bears have 2 timeouts. What they'd really love to do here is not only put the ball in the end zone, of course, but take as much time off the clock as they can in the process. So they let it tick down here.
Aren't you greedy?
Yeah. But
you're right.
Starting to go for them, too, and the 49ers better start tightening the nuts down just a little bit.
So here they hold, and instead of 7, Butler, a 19-yard field goal attempt, kicks that through. And a victory of sorts there for the 49ers, even though they'll go into the locker room trailing at the half.
That was a quick review.
All right. From the 27-yard line, first down. Craig. He's dropped by Rivera. Hit initially by Dent, and then tackled by Rivera, a loss of 2. And Craig, who gained 190 yards against the Rams last week, has gained -4 tonight.
And I don't think Richard Dent could believe that as hard as he hit Roger Craig, that he didn't go down.
Gained -4 is a contradiction in terms, but you get the idea. No running game tonight. They throw it to Rathman. 30-35 and out of bounds, and he has a first down.
You watch him, you know that he's also got the sensitive heart to go with it.
Here's Craig, and Craig finally picks up some positive yardage as he takes it to the 45 in the overtime loss. 3rd and 3. Montana fires over the middle, complete for a first down and more. Ron Heller takes it to the 33-yard line. The tight end got loose over the middle, and a first down for San Francisco at the Chicago 33. 1st and 10, San Francisco at the 33-yard line. Fake to Rathman, and look out, Montana gets sacked. Richard Dent.
That wasn't a fake. He tried to give it to him. He wanted to give it to him. Rathman either didn't want to take it, and Joe just held on to it. No, I guess it was, too.
Well, it's a trap setup. I mean, McIntyre, the right guard, pulls as if he's going to trap. I mean, watch the right guard, McIntyre. See him dropping, he pulls. But no,
it was all the way. But I saw the pulling guard. They made it look awfully good.
Second down and 9 from the 7-yard line. Stewie goes in motion, and McMahon off the fake. Has pressure, and McMahon is tackled for a safety. A safety by Charles Haley. He's in on the play, number 94. Rathman. Stuffed after a gain of 1 by big number 99, Dan Hampton, in his 10th year out of Arkansas and playing as well as ever.
Well, he's really playing where he belongs, and that's on the inside. Dan Hampton has alternated during the course of his career, playing defensive tackle, playing defensive end. Buddy Ryan's opinion.
Second down and 8. Fake to Craig, and then he shovels it over the middle to Craig. Craig did everything on that play. Went in motion, took the play fake, and then caught the pass. And he comes up, I think, about 6 inches shy of a first down at the 45-yard line. 3rd and inches from the 44-yard line. And on an end around, it's Rice for the first down and out of bounds at the 40-yard line. At their own 7. The last time they were down here, McMahon got sacked for a safety. Off the play fake. Anderson makes the catch at the 10. Second down and 6. Moorhead goes in motion. And Anderson swings to the outside. tackled by the upcoming Eric Wright from the 15-yard line. 6:22 remaining in the third quarter. Morris in motion. McMahon on a short roll. Sends one out, and it's caught by Suey, who got position on Charles Haley as they isolate the fullback on the linebacker. The old story.
They're asking Haley to do an awful lot. He is flat exhausted. He covered Anderson a moment ago out of the backfield. Now they put him on Suey. Let's take a look at it again. He's a big man. 230, 35 pounds. Suey out of the backfield, and Haley in hot pursuit, and a good touch by McMahon to get it there.
From the shotgun. Haley lined up on the right side. Here he comes. For the moment, he's taken out of the play. Then he's taken down again, and McMahon slides down short of the first down at the 43. Griffin gets credit for the tackle, but it's going to be 4th down and 2. We don't know right now against Indianapolis. And Eric Dickerson coming off a big day yesterday in San Diego. Suey picks up 5 as he takes it out to the 41-yard line. Michael Carter making the tackle. Second down, 5 from the 41-yard line. It's Anderson on a sweep. Nice move. Takes it to the inside and brings it out to the 45-yard line. He's about a half-yard shy of a first down. From the 47-yard line. Taking the ball into 49er territory as he crosses the 50. Second down and 6 from the 49-yard line. And the final play of the third quarter is Suey moving ahead to the 44, where it will be 3rd and 2. 2nd and 15 from the 22-yard line. Craig makes the juggling catch, but pays the price. Thrown back. Forward progress out to the 23-yard line. Ron Rivera. 3rd down and 13 after the timeout from the 23-yard line. Montana, short drop and a sack at the 17-yard line. Richard Dent in the neighborhood very much.
Well, you better slow him a little bit at the line of scrimmage. You give him about a 3 or 4 sprint. No way you're going to pick him up at the back.
He's actually knocked down. Richard jumps over the top of the lone setback in the 49er backfield. I mean, he's going to land on his head if he doesn't land on top of Joe Montana. There's Tom Rathman. Watch him go to cut Richard Dent. Actually does cut him, but he lands right on top of Joe Montana.
3rd and 20. McMahon out of the shotgun from the 40-yard line. Bears by 1. 11:15 to go. Deep. Too short. Picked off at the 20-yard line by Tim McKyer. 49ers at the 38-yard line. Craig finally breaks one, gets it out to the 50, and a first down. Ron Rivera makes the tackle.
The 49er offensive line here gives way to a stunt. See McMichael come to his right and Hampton loop back to his left, but Dan sees nothing there and smartly comes back to the right again. And Joe Montana, very quietly here in the second half, is getting hammered.
Brian Wagner's 6th punt of the game is a line drive. It's the 14th kick of the game overall. Taylor from the 35. Into Bears territory. And a good run back to the 36-yard line. John Taylor. Montana lost it, intended for Rathman, underthrown, broken up by Troy Johnson, the Oklahoma rookie. Bats it down, 4th and 9. 2nd and 7 from the 37-yard line. Anderson. And a first down out to the 46-yard line. This is exactly what Chicago needs. Running plays, stay in bounds, take the clock down. 5:30 to go. 1st and 10. Anderson in motion. Keep it on the ground. Brad Muster, the fullback, to the 50-yard line. Clock is down to 4:45. Game clock to 3:25. Anderson. And Anderson fighting and digging and very close to a first down. A tight formation with Rice on a wing to the right. They send Jerry in motion, and on 4th and 2, a straight drop. Young lost it for Craig, but Craig is hit at the 46-yard line and stopped short of the first down by Duerson.
Another look at it.
Dave Duerson, who has made so many big plays up at the line of scrimmage. And as Dan mentioned earlier, he was an all-pro at the free safety, all-pro at the strong safety, and there is a Pro Bowl stop there.
And the Bears go to 7-1. The 49ers go to 5-3. The 49er 11-game road winning streak comes to an inglorious end.
Does this crowd love it?
This was just a sensational football game, dominated by two defenses by San Francisco and Chicago. This game gave us a little bit of everything.
Final score again, Chicago 10, San Francisco 9.